Welcome to Coding with Tom. Today we'll be using SpriteKit to add a particle effect to our castles when they are full health or near destruction. We begin by creating a SpriteKit particle file with the template fire for this one. Let's give it a name. Now here in the attributes editor, let's modify the position range. So this is how far it extends in the X and Y axis. Now here, how the color varies from the bottom to the top. So let's add this breakpoints here to change the color. Now let's change the lifetime. You can also change the birth rate to have more or less particles and the speed. So there. This will be the fire effect that we will use for our castles. Now in our CastleViewModel, let's add a new variable. It's going to be an enum that will also create in the CastleViewModel, which will be the condition. We will have three: perfect condition, normal, and on fire. Now in our castle presenter, we will create the condition depending on how much HP the castle has left. To render these particles on a view, we need to use SpriteKit. So we link the SpriteKit framework. And now let's create a new layer, which is going to be the presentation. This is just like we use dependency injection to inject use cases and services. We're going to be using another presentation where the views are going to be using presentation dependencies. In this case, it will be the castle effect that will give an SK node that the view can present. For now, it's just creating an SK node with the name of the file. So it will be Castle Fire with the extension. Now that we know how to get the SK node, let's add the scene to our CastleCell. So we import SpriteKit and we'll be presenting all of these in an SKView. Now when we get our view model, we'll be presenting something that, but for now, let's just present this scene on top of the castle image view. So we'll add the subview and make it the same size. So every time we get our view model, we will get our possible SK node with the condition using our presentation dependency. So once we have the node, it's just a matter of creating an SK scene, which we're going to present with the same bounds as the castle scene as our SK view. We add the child, which is the effect node. And then we just present our scene in the SKView. We also need to set the anchor point of the scene so that it is centered with the view. In this case, it won't be completely centered. It will start a little bit from above the bottom of the view. Here you can see how we have our castle on fire when it's below 30 HP. The other ones still don't have an effect. Now that we have dealt with the fire effect, let's move on to add a sparkle effect. We'll use a different template, and this will be for the castles that have 100 HP. Let's try with this configuration. So the only thing we need to change is in our presentation. When we have perfect, we return a different SK node. Okay, so we do have our effect, but maybe we can improve it a little bit since it's too big. The particles are kind of big and they're taking time to disappear, so it's not generating the effect that we want. Now we also have a sparkling castle. And that was all for today. Thanks to Xcode's particle editor and SpriteKit, it was really easy adding these cool effects to our castles. Adding an SKView is just like adding any regular subview. You just have to take into account the anchor point and the size of the scene and when to present it. Hope you liked it. Bye.